Hi, David Odell with Odell Complete Concrete. What we're going to be doing here is filling this sunken living room with concrete. You can see there's some old linoleum flooring on the ground, and they had hardwood over it initially, or carpet or something, but they pulled that off. The homeowner took care of all that, and he asked me, could I leave the linoleum? I said, yeah, that's a great vapor barrier. Instead of like a 6 or a 10 mil, it's really thick. So it's going to be a great bonus, really. And then you'll have the original vapor barrier that's underneath the slab, plus this one, double protection. And then we're putting rebar, Owens Corning 3/8 inch diameter. We're doing it about 18-inch centers. All right, we got the new Milwaukee roto hammer here with the vacuum attachment. And we're going to do 3/8 inch holes. This is also a Milwaukee bit. It's designed to cut through steel as well. So let's give this a try. This is our first time with, it's got an anti-vibrating handle, so that helps with the wrist if you're doing a lot of drilling. Locked in. Let's check out the filtration system. Here it is, got a little HEPA filter in there. It's not going to hold a lot of dust, but it's going to be enough for drilling. Hammer drill. So if you go to this setting over here, if you go to that setting, this is for adjusting. If you're using a chipping hammer, you can have it here to adjust your, you can twist it and maneuver it where you want. Regular drill mode, and then just straight hammer mode. All right, let's see what we got here. I want to drill a hole at every bar, then I can tie the whole mat up to the dowels. No dust. Now look at that. There's no dust on the ground. A little knocker. It knocks the filter by itself automatically. So it knocks the dust off of the filter every time. Pound that thing in there, huh? Yeah, that's a real clean operation, especially if you're working indoors like this. You just don't want dust blowing around because the cleanup's a lot of work. But in this case, you know, if you got something that's capturing all the dust, it's great, you know, because you're not having to wear a mask. You're not doing a lot of cleanup. The holes are kept clean. It's just a real simple process, putting dowels in. And the nice thing about the dowels, you notice I don't need dobies or any chairs or anything under there because those dowels are holding that whole mat in the air. Well, it's pour day, and what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be laying some plastic. The plastic does a couple different things on this situation. One, it's preventing a lot of splattering. And then the other thing, which is more crucial actually, and that is bleed water into the drywall. Here's our independent pump, our independent concrete truck driver and pumper. We have a 12-foot aluminum screed there. This is a 4,500 PSI pea gravel mix. Straight cement, no fly ash, which I really like to use, especially indoors, because it's going to set up quicker for you. That fly ash makes it take a long time to dry because it's really not doing anything. It's just laying there. Wet cement actually, has a reaction. Another nice thing about pouring these floors inside the homes is you can leave your heater off for a couple days because it's going to generate heat all by itself. You can see where Tyler's bowl floating, where he's standing. We had the laser level in here, and we determined that that floor that we matched up to, it's got a 1 inch crown and about 15 feet. Pretty drastic. I was wondering, could that really happen? Because you have a form board there set, obviously, for your step down, because they did a monolithic pour on this initially. We're just leveling it out, but they must have had like a 2x6 or 2x7, whatever they put in there, that had a really bad crown in it, and they just didn't see it. Or they seen it and didn't really care. But hardwood carpet, things of that nature, will just conform to this, no problem. Here's Big Blue laying it down really nice. And I got a rocker handle on that. And the nice thing about a rocker, especially in tight areas where you don't have a lot of space, you can keep adjusting the height of your pole coming back so you're not running into stuff. And there's the 20x4, and then I also have the 12x4 trowel. So my first pass, I'll mostly end up using my 20x4. But as the concrete gets harder, we'll drop down and we'll end up mostly using the smaller trowel. Here's a custom hand float. Juan customizes all of his tools, and you can see all the lines it's leaving. He's notched the bottom of that fiberglass hand float every 1/2 inch, and it pulls up a little more cream basically. Here's the manufacturing operation here, where he customizes the tools.
Let's see, we got a regular float here, normal float, fiberglass float, no cuts.
You know what works? You can use diamond blades too.
Why do you put the cuts in the floats, Juan?
You can get some more. You can get some more cream when you float it. You can get some more cream
Okay,
and make you the job easy. Nice.
makes sense. Works good.
Yeah, if you notice that band-aid on Juan's nose, he ended up getting behind the wrong guy with a bull float. And that's what happened there. Minor little detail. Now here's the plastic, and I don't have a razor knife because I didn't really need one. Because if you use your trowels a lot, they get as sharp as a razor knife. So instead of carrying a lot of extra equipment, you just use your trowel as your knife. So right now the concrete at this point, it doesn't have a lot of moisture left in it. There's no more bleed water. So we can go ahead and cut the plastic off at the top of concrete. You still have plastic below that, but the water's not going to seep up the wall. And of course the paint helps with that too. So there it is. In about, it's going to take a while for all the moisture to come out of this concrete, probably 90 days, maybe a little longer because of the depth of it, and we're inside. So what you have to do before you lay hardwood on, you got to check it with the moisture, check the moisture level of the concrete. You can do that digitally, or another way to do it, and it's kind of foolproof because it can never break. You just take a 4-inch piece of plastic, duct tape all the way around it, down on the concrete. If moisture builds up under that plastic in 12 hours, then it's not ready to lay hardwood floor on. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Have a good day. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Bye.